So, I want to talk about the double standards when it comes to dating in the black community and us as light skinned women celebrating our beauty. So, the other day, as I'm scrolling Twitter, I see a girl make a comment about darker women not really liking when lighter women big ourselves up and talk about how pretty we are and that we are not allowed to celebrate our complexion and beauty as to not offend them. And of course, dark skinned women went on a rampage and started cursing her out and calling her a liar. But we know it's facts. So I'm sure you guys are also aware of Mr. Aubrey Graham, aka Drake, allegedly sleeping with one of his artists or whatever, that whole drama. Well, of course, all of the women were pissed and attributing everything about her to her skin complexion. Mind you, Drake himself is also light skinned and biracial. You will notice that when a black man dates a light skinned woman, dark skinned women will call him a self hater and say that he hates his mother, even though he has said nothing remotely bad about them. Some of these men might even have light skin or biracial mothers, and these women will act like they belong to them exclusively. A few years ago, the NBA player Kyrie Irving supposedly had a white women only policy for a yacht party. And these women acted a fool and said he must hate his mother. Mind you, his mother is not only deceased, she was also a biracial woman. Now they have moved on to Michael B. Jordan. I don't get the hype about him personally, but honey, they love them some him. Y'all love y'all some Michael B. Jordan. So y'all know he's dating Lori Harvey, and for some reason this relationship sends them over the edge. Now some people consider Lori light skinned, some don't or whatever, but like this is his mother and she's actually lighter than Lori is. So I'm not really understanding what the problem is about. Y'all will notice that when black men, big up light skinned women and show us appreciation, these women will go into attack mode and try to bring us down a notch because they feel threatened. And like I said before, they want to humble us. When it comes to preferences in their delusional ass mind, finding them attractive is okay. Finding a lighter skinned woman attractive to them is rooted in anti blackness. So a guy did an experiment saying how beautiful and fine dark skinned women were, and of course, it got a lot of positive feedback and it went viral. Everyone talked about how much they love chocolate and black girl magic, this and that. I mean, it was beautiful. You see these viral tweets of dark skin appreciation regularly, and that is a good thing. Now, fast forward weeks later, he makes a similar tweet about light skinned women, and not only were dark skinned women very upset and calling him self hating, light skinned women were also talking about how it isn't needed and to stop dividing us. But just a few weeks ago, there was no us, just them. If they say dark skinned women are gorgeous, that's good. You say light skinned women are gorgeous, that's bad and rooted in colorism. Now, this guy brought up a really good point about women being able to have their preferences and men and not men. And we know why. But also, let's not forget how light skinned and dark skinned women will slander light skinned men and call them feminine and all types of degrading nonsense, but be upset with the opposite. I'm sure none of you have ever seen light skinned women being appreciated that wasn't in a degrading manner out of a rapper's mouth. Some people think we should feel good about, being disrespected by rappers as long as they mention us or whatever. I even remember just a few years ago, a dark skinned woman said if a light skinned woman even suspects that her man is colorist, she should dump him to show solidarity. Pathetic, right? But these women can care less if the men they are dating think lowly of lighter women. Let's be honest. I'm sure they would not dump a light skinned man if he talks shit about light skinned women. How it's often you hear them saying light skinned men love them some chocolate. And we will say nothing. We will even agree with it. Now, if I say dark skinned men love them some light skinned women, that shit is not going to slide, honey. You will regularly even hear them talk about non-black men preferring them because they are the epitome of blackness, and we will still say absolutely nothing. So this just goes to show you the hypocrisy that they have. Their new thing is asking us why we don't compete with white women when, like I said in another video, we don't have to because most light-skinned women are usually not checking for white men. Like they are And we when we do date out, we don't turn the shit into a circus that everyone needs to see and know about. Besides, when you actually love yourself and are confident, you don't see other women as competition, because in reality, only woman you should be competing with is yourself. Now, people don't like when you notice these differences and bring them up, because everyone unfortunately sees dark skinned women as charity cases and likens them to children that need to be coddled and have their feelings protected. So we all, myself included, tend to just shush and mind our business. This is why I said Beyonce should have never done brown skinned girls, because y'all see how they still bash and talk shit about her and her children and her husband. Take the failed rapper No Name, who talks shit occasionally about B and blame her and her husband for everything, and everybody agree with it, while having no smoke for dark skinned women like Candace Owens, who have no respect and does absolutely nothing for the black community at all. No matter what you do as a light skinned woman, these women are never going to really rock with you. And deep down, I think a lot of y'all notice too, but like so many hope that one day this will cease to exist. But as long as we exist, it won't. Just being here, they see us as a threat, not as a sister. Oftentimes, in their presence, you feel as if you are just going along to get along and always making sure you say nothing to offend them. Even when a man gives us a compliment in their presence that doesn't mention skin complexion, they'll whine about, they'll whine about that or whatever. You will even see them say shit like, is she pretty or is she just light skinned? But if we say she pretty, or are we saying it to be nice? The thing is, if you are light skinned and ugly, you are just ugly. If you are dark and ugly, well, that's colorist. This is why I say colorism is bullshit. They saying light skin is not a personality trait, but they treat being dark skinned like it's a disability and fishing for compliments. So we see the double standard. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.